Right, so how's it going, everyone? Want to welcome you guys back to another video. Today we're going to be trying out something a little bit different here on the channel. Today we're actually going to be talking about a story. Yeah, a story for y'all. Don't know why I just said y'all there, so just disregard it. But yeah, we got a story for you guys. So if you guys like this kind of idea, I guess, storytelling with gameplay in the background, let me know. It'll become a thing that's more consistent on the channel, I guess. But today we are going to be talking about the times that I almost got drinking in class. So for those of you who don't know, I'm from a little town in Alberta. We're about 700-800 people. The high school I went to had about a good 100 people in it. I think not very many, and that was like combined between like 3 different towns, right? So 3 towns essentially put together made a high school of 100 people over like 3 grades and like an elementary school and stuff. Like there wasn't a lot of people. My graduating class had like 30 kids in it. Anyways, we're out in the middle of nowhere. Like there's literally nothing to do. So honestly, like to be completely honest with you, everybody just drinks a lot. Like you would assume that the people out here are fish with how much that they get lost in the sauce, but that's it's just what it is. Like small town life, you just drink a lot, I guess. I don't know, don't judge me, that's what it is. But yeah, we used to drink in class, and for those of you guys who are in high school, you obviously know that you have your periods in between the classes, like the period of time. For those of you who aren't in high school, if you're watching me, that's kind of cool, I guess. But basically in between your classes, you have like your first block and then your second block, and then there's usually like 5 to 10 minutes between the 2 blocks for you to get back and forth between classes. I think we had like 10 minutes to get in between our classes or something, which was retarded because like nothing was that far away, but that's what they gave us. So in between the 10 minutes, like everybody bring these Contigo coffee mugs to school from Costco, because that's where everybody's parents would shop for food. I'm gonna put a picture of that on the screen right now if you guys have never seen one before. So yeah, this is essentially what they look like, and super easy for like hiding shit inside of it. So essentially, like, we'd come to school with your like tea or your coffee or whatever the hell you drink. Some people would just come to school with water, I don't know, but you'd come to school with this mug full of shit, and in your first block you drink it all because that's what you brought it for. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, so it's empty, right? So from then on out, what would happen is in between the classes, you'd go to your vehicle. Everybody'd always have booze in their vehicle. Like it's just a staple thing. Like even now, like there's just booze in my vehicle. I don't know what it is. Probably should put it in the fridge, but always booze in the vehicles. So you'd go to the vehicles, you'd get the booze, you'd put it in the cup, and then you'd go to class. Now, a thing that we always used to drink were these Twisted Teas, and it was just a high school thing. Like everybody liked the Twisted Teas in the high school. There's a couple of people who didn't like them, but from the majority, people love Twisted Teas, and they're still like okay. But I've moved on to bigger and better things. I'll have a tea every now and then, but not entirely my favorite thing anymore. But the great thing about the teas is they smell just like iced tea. And out here, a lot of people's parents actually brew sweet tea, which smells like really similar to the way a Twisted Tea smells. So in our second period class, which is a social class, which is basically essentially, I'm just sounding retarded right now. It's basically just a world events and like current studies class that we took. So you would basically just go learn about what's going on in the world and like history of what went on in the world and stuff. But you have to take in order to graduate high school in Alberta. If you're from Alberta, you know what I'm talking about. If you're not, well, then that's kind of how it works. So we went to our social class, and a good like 75 to 80% of the class had booze in their coffee cups because everybody had the same kind of coffee cups. So I remember the one time this was a staple thing. Like we would do it 2 or 3 times a week and never got caught, except for this one time where I almost got caught. I don't know about anybody else, but I almost got caught doing it, which was like my heart was pounding. It was crazy, like insane. So everybody was going in the class as per usual, as normal. My teacher pulled me off to the side and he's like, "What do you got in the coffee cup?" And right now I'm like, oh shit, like my God. He's gonna find out. I'm gonna be in so much shit. And I was just like, it's just iced tea. Like it's just sweet tea. Like my mom made some sweet tea, and I brought an extra jug of it, and I just went to get some and fill up my cup. And yeah, it's just sweet tea. Well, he grabs my cup and he's smelling this stuff, and it does smell quite a lot like sweet tea. Like you can't really smell anything else. Like you can't really smell the vodka in it. It does smell quite a bit like tea. So he's smelling it and he's like, okay, whatever. Gives me the cup back. But right at that moment, like I'm like trying to keep my cool. Like I'm trying to keep composed right now because I'm about to get busted for drinking like on school, like in class. And I'm just trying to keep cool, you know, not really worrying about it all too much. And I'm like sitting here freaking out on the inside, like, oh my God, I'm so screwed. But yeah, he gave me the cup back and went back in the class, and everybody sat down, and I knew that there was like a good 15, 16 other people in the class that had it. I don't know why he asked me that day about it, but he did. But yeah, and then I had to go in class, and I had to sit there and drink it. Like, it wasn't even something that I couldn't drink, because then it looks really suspicious on my part if I'm not drinking it. So I had to do that, and yeah, it was like the weirdest situation ever. Like, I was being forced to drink in order to not get caught drinking at school by my teacher, who didn't really know he was forcing me to drink. So probably the weirdest situation I've ever been in. But that is the story about how I almost got caught drinking in high school. Let me know what you guys thought about it in the comment section. If you guys like these types of videos, we can definitely do them more often here on the channel. I think it'd be kind of cool. If you guys have any suggestions for videos to do stories on, let me know down in the comments, and I can do it if I've done it. If I haven't, then I can maybe give you guys my opinion on something. Like, maybe we could just talk, like have a chat here now. But yeah, want to bring you guys something different for the next year of games, and I think this could be it. So if you guys like it, definitely leave a like on the video. It helps me out a lot. And I want to thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you liked the story. Hopefully you found it funny. Hopefully you've never been in the same situation as me. If you have, let me know in the comments section. And I will talk to you guys next time.